ke mmangwane kana ke rakgadi e se gore ga re tswe mo malapeng a siameng kana a nonogileng but we tell gore ha o sa godiswe ke mama le papa go nna le that kind of gap right so ilela ke ntse ke le nosibi ke akanya ke tsa botshelo ba me from a young child to where I am today where did I go wrong nka ithusa ka tseleng nka thusa batho ka tseleng jang so for me it was more of an emotional healing for myself and I thought to myself let me have a show called Building Families how it's alle go building go aga le family because it's important for how le motho when you are going through different things it's very important to have somebody motho ka go tshegetsang so I might have not had motho ka ntshegetsang kana ka ntlhaloganyang so I'm actually doing that for somebody else because it's important go nna le motho o ileng gore ha o tsama mo dikgwetlong o ka mora gore he nthuse ho so that's why I decided to do Building Families gore re age malapa re ikage re le batho
tota ibile o bua ntlha ileng gore e botlhoka fela thata Lesego ha re lebella tsone dikgang tsena tsa kgokgontso hela ga re ka latedisa gore gone mme go tlile jang gore motho a iphitlhele ile gore ke bokgokgontsi re tlo go fitlhela ile gore go lo gongwe o kile a tlhaela sengwe gongwe hantse a gola e be re latedisa jalo which ultimately just goes back to the family dynamics like you 100%. Mentioned it is very important to have a strong family unit gone gore o kgone go tlhaloganya go dirisanya sentle le batho le gone ha o tsama mo diemong o kgone gore o itse gore gone mme ke ka dira jang ke ka sekamela kae and what's the proper response to certain things that we go through ke tlhaloganya jalo gore Building Families etlebe mo biking e tlang etlebe e tsena mo season 3 a ka gongwe o re tlhalosetse jalo gore re atokele lentse jang throughout go fitla mo nakong eno
ke tla bua magoko a le mabedi a le mararo be ke ha me go motsagang tshono ya gore le ena a bue because she's actually helping me put together this launch Building Families launch etlebe le beke e tlang on the 3rd of April 2025 from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. Honeko YTV premises. We're having a launch here in relaleditse different organizations le babega dikgang and people in media houses to say hey guys we have done season 1 season 2 and season 3 but re itemogetse gore ka season 2 we were having a very good response I mean the numbers were showing so we decided to say hey this is a great platform ya no re batla go bua le batswana ko lapeng le banga dikgwebo to say here's a family show e bileng go te Building Families can we assess it re bone gore e thusa batswana ka tseleng jang and if you are looking for any type of partnerships with regarding to advertising we have a platform e bileng go te Building Families because we focus on parent and child communication on GBV on rape on marriage counseling on trauma counseling on reconciliation and all of that ke tsela gore le banga dikgwebo ke batho ba ileng gore di social responsibility programs or campaigns ke do tseleng gore ba santse gore ba leke gore ba bone gore ba le bone ba nna involved ka tseleng jang me ke tla ha gomse tshono nna ke mitsa ke re gomse
working with Lesego I must say it was an eye-opener for me. From season 1, I've been with her since season 1, season 2, even season 3. So, I have an idea. Ke batla re launch season 3 Building Families. You know what? We've come a long way from season 1. Hela, the growth has been massive. So why not? Kana we tell okay, fine. It was there season 1, season 2. Now it's time to spread our wings. This is what we have to offer as Building Families. Let us invite the media. Let us invite government. Let us invite different stakeholders to come and see Lesego, this is what you've done, this is how far you've come.
And Building Families has had quite an impact and it has contributed a lot in terms of building families as its name says. I'd like for us maybe to get into understanding or like a deeper understanding of why it is very important for any person to have a strong family foundation.
It is important. I'm going to answer your question like this. Everything starts at home. Charity begins at home. So that structure it builds you on the kind of person or adult that you're going to be. So it is important to have a very strong family foundation so that you can be an individual that can be respected by society, that can be part of society and all of that. So the reason why I decided to do Building Families is that a lot of people are struggling, Lucia, with trauma, with anxiety, with depression. Basic issues that are in workplaces, because we tell a lot of workplaces can become very toxic and all of that. So we are going through a lot. So I decided to say, okay, let us have a platform where Gasquai will say, let us discuss the elephant in the room. Let's have those conversations that I kind of, hey, I don't want to talk about that topic, but create a safe space can allow the guest to be able to share their thought process. And I, as a counselor and a social worker, can help them navigate around that kind of trauma. And it's also something that I don't do alone. Psychologists, a higher education than me, Dr. Maguinja, Dr. Majela, Jalo, Bore, Reverend Dr. John Philip, to navigate around those kind of topics. I hope that answers your question.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Maybe we've run out of time, but maybe in a few seconds, maybe just enlighten us on what the end goal is. What are we looking to achieve, in Botswana through Building Families?
A lot. I might not say everything right now, but I want to be able to take Building Families cross-border. But haki simola hela ke le mo Botswana, we look into such things as counseling and therapy. The momentum and the passion comes with being able to heal. It's okay not to be okay, but we have to work on personal development, and we have to start working towards the healing process. It's never too late. And I know there are a lot of organizations that are dealing with GBV and all of that stuff. So really Building Families in YTV by trying to save the world, by trying to heal, because we have been through a lot, and it's okay to go through a lot, but when are we going to start the healing process? We are always talking about hey, and all of that. But when do we now start the healing process? So that is what Building Families is about. It's about the healing process.
Right,
yes.
Right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us.
So
out of time. There's a lot to talk about as it relates to these issues, but time is not on our side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, so that was Lesego Bile and Kgomotshegang Kgalefete from Building Families, a television show that airs on YTV, and season 3 is launching next week, 3rd April 2025. We'll be learning or seeing more on how it is or learning how to start and navigate through the healing process. As she has just said, healing is quite important and vital. We've come to the end of our program right here on BTV News, the Daybreak. Let's meet at the top of the hour when we bring to you Botswana Connects.
Torrential rains and severe flooding in Botswana have displaced over 5,000 people, including children, disrupting access to clean water and health care.
Ra lemoga thata ha le gore ke nako ya dipula kana ha go diragala gore batho ba nwe metsi a leng gore a khothelesegile ka sekgoa malwetse a bitswa water related infectious diseases kota se ga water related infectious diseases bona le waterborne diseases ke malwetse a leng gore a diragala ha le gore motho o nole metsi a leng gore a khothelesegile metsi a leng gore a contaminated by megare e pehela e kana bacteria e kana di virus or any other microorganisms so malwetse a hanka ha dikai go na le bolwetse ja letshollo go na le bolwetse ja malaria go na le bolwetse ja polio go na le malwetse a mangwe hela a harologaneng a leng gore a ka nna teng ka nako ene e leng gore re bona dipula tse dintsi kana ga go nna le metsi a mantsi.
The crisis is hitting the most and vulnerable, increasing the risk of disease outbreaks. Flood waters can be contaminated with pollutants such as agricultural pesticides, industrial chemicals, debris and sewage. As a precaution, people are encouraged to boil water before consumption.
Jaanong re batla go rotloetsa setšhaba